Boston. Damn, I cannot believe he's...
I'm tired of being humble. I'm tired of letting people think they got a chance. The tribal chief is head and shoulders above everybody.
Hey, guys, we're here at the Locker Room's Toss Race Scandal. We'll talk about former WWE CEO Vince McMahon, SEC reached deal over settlements. Let's talk about it, guys. Get the lights as you come to the locker room. We're about to air some dirty laundry. Now, we'll talk about the Securities and Exchange Commission says it settled charges against the former WWE CEO Vince McMahon over his failure to disclose to the Sports Entertainment Company Board and others that he signed 2 settlement agreements worth $10.5 million with 2 women in order for them not to reveal potential claims against himself in WWE. The SEC said McMahon, without admitting or denying his findings, agreed to cease and desist from violating certain provisions, pay a $400,000 civil penalty, and reimburse WWE approximately $1.3 million. And he said in the post, today ends nearly 3 years of investigation by different governmental agencies. There's been a great deal of speculation about what exactly the government was investigating and what the outcome would be. As today's resolution shows, much of that speculation was misguided and misleading. McMahon said in a statement, in the end, there were never any more to this minor accounting errors with regard to some personal payments that I made several years ago while I was CEO of WWE. I am thrilled that I could put all this behind me. It said Manhattan federal prosecutors declined to comment. Now, we know McMahon, he resigned from WWE parent company in January 2024 after a former employee filed a federal lawsuit accusing him and another former executive of serious misconduct. At the same time, McMahon stepped down from his position as executive chairman of the board of directors of WWE's parent company, TKO Group Holdings. He continued to deny wrongdoing following the filing of the lawsuit. Then we know he stepped down in 2022 and made investigation to allegations in matching that lawsuit. The SEC said Friday that one agreement was signed in 2019 and the other in 2022. One agreement required McMahon to pay a former employee $3 million in exchange for the former's works agreement not to disclose her relationship with McMahon and her release of potential claims against WWE and McMahon. The other agreement obligated McMahon to pay a former WWE independent contractor $7.5 million in exchange for the independent contractor's agreement to not disclose her allegations against McMahon and a release of potential claims against WWE and McMahon, the SEC said. Now, Ann Callis, a lawyer for Janelle Grant, who is a former WWE employee who filed a lawsuit against the company, and McMahon accused him of said in a statement that the SEC charges are confirmation that McMahon broke the law to cover up his behavior. The SEC charges prove that the NDA Vince McMahon coerced Ms. Grant to sign it violates the law, and therefore her case must be heard in court, Callis said, while prosecutors of the Southern District of New York continue their criminal investigation. We look forward to bringing forward new evidence in our civil case. The Associated Press does not normally name who makes the SA allegations unless they come forward publicly, which Grant did. And Vince McMahon, he denied the allegations and everything. But this is crazy. Now, Vince McMahon, we know that with him back then in last August of 2024, he did sell his shares. And we saw an article, we heard about that last summer. However, recently, The Rock, he bought 96 million shares. And since he bought 96 million shares, it's a possibility, I'm just going to put it out there, that Vince McMahon could swindle his way back into the company. Could be as a silent executive, silent boss, or some type of way to have his position in the company. Now, it does not necessarily mean he's going to be doing day-to-day operations. It could mean that he has someone that's in position for him, standing, you may will, to oversee WWE operations and how it's run. Because Vince McMahon, I said this before, that Vince McMahon, he does not go down without swinging. And we see that. We remember back in 2022, stuff went down. He retired. Then later on, he's come back doing an interview with Ari Emanuel announcing TKO and the new TKO person in WWE, a move that he played, which was smart by Vince McMahon to stay around. But then we also know that he sold the shares and he stepped back down last year in 2024. But it does not mean that Vince is completely out. Could have a way in there. Now, we know that since all this stuff happened, that The Rock, he made his way back to WWE, which is weird because someone who never, ever really is around WWE that much due to his busy Hollywood filming schedule, he made a way back to WWE. He's on the board of TKO. He even gained his name back, The Rock, because he was known as Dwayne Johnson for years after, being in WWE and moving on to Hollywood. So Vince McMahon, think about him. He may have done some things very, very idiotic the way he handled things before the stuff went down. But I will say, compared to other allegations that's been going on in the world, Diddy, don't want to say no name, Diddy and others, he's playing this very, very well. He's playing this to the well part where I know, unlike Diddy or Harvey Weinstein, he is not locked up in a prison cell right now. The man is good. Now, he took care of the SEC situation. However, he's still on watch. That investigation is still going on. They're still watching him. That's what Ann Callis, Janelle Grant's lawyer, said before. So he's not exactly in the clear, but I do know with the whole SEC and using a company's money to take care of those situations with those two women in 2019 and 2022, that's taken care of, that's handled. But Vince, you still are on the hook. You're just not on the hook as much as you were before. Meaning, Vince McMahon's name could be mentioned on WWE television again. Meaning, Vince McMahon's name could be mentioned in the public. He doesn't have to be an outcast so much anymore as he has been for 2.5 years, as he stated in his post on social media on X that was shown earlier. So this is wild though. Vince, he very smart businessman. I said this before, I gave him his credit. Very, very crafty of how he does things. It's just we live in the world now where it's not all about the dollar bill. It's going to always get you out of the situation. We've seen this in past movies. We've seen this in past TV shows when men in high power, whether they're the owner, founder, executive, president, vice president, whatever the title may be, when they get in a situation, especially with women, they always use their money to buy someone off. They always use their money to get them out of a case or potential case, and they're good. But that's not the case anymore. We've seen that now in the workplace. And men have to really watch themselves that are in these high positions, and especially ones that's not even close to being in that position. So that's what I'm teaching us. But other than that, though, guys, that's all I have regarding former WWE CEO Vince McMahon. SEC reached deal over settlements. And we're talking about Vince McMahon in a whole thing with the SEC. Is it settled, or is he really off the hook exactly? You guys let me know what you think. Soon to reveals will pop up, guys. You already know what it is. It is OUT.